Sarvavedanta Siddhante Gocharam Tamagocharam Govindam Paramanandam Sadgurum Pranatosmiham. Verse number 55. Shailusho Vesha Sadbhava Bhavayoscha Yatha Puman Tathaiva Brahma Vitsrishtahe Sada Brahmaiva Naparahe. 557, please read. Sadatmani Brahmani Tishtato Mune Purnadvayanandamaya Atmana Sada Nadesha Kala Dyuchita Dyapeksha Tvangman Savitpinda Visarjanaye Sadatmani Brahmani Tishtato Mune Purnadoyanandamaya Atmana Sada Nadesha Kala Dyuchita Pratiksha Tvangman Savitpinda Visarjanaye. So I hope all of you are not only listening to these, but after you go back to your place, you are thinking, contemplating over these ideas. As we saw in the last word this morning, nothing can be better than these words to live through your life. This should be like an international graffiti. Every person must see this principle in life. Shailusha Vesa Sadbhava Abhava Yasya Tatha Puman. Elaborately we have seen it. Just one few thing before you get into the next verse. Shailusha, like the actor. Vesha Sadbhava Abhava Puman. The Puman, the individual person with a costume, picks up a role. We call that time an actor. When the costume is removed, the dress is taken away, the person remains. It's a very, very simple statement, meaning with infinite dimensions. Because if you look through your life, you shall see how there are actors within actors, within actors, within actors, within actors. It's just like peeling the onion. When you try to peel the onion and try to find out what is the onion, disappears. Your physical body is an actor. Because on the body, dresses are taken. You can paint yourself with a lion's mask, lion. With an put an elephant's mask, elephant. You put on the dress of a king, you're a king. Costume of a girl, you become a girl. So the physical body is the actor on which these dresses are being put on. Now this body itself, which is an actor, also is a role. Not only role, but multiple roles. It was a child, it is young, it is adult, it is old, it is living, it is dead. The body itself is a continuously changing costume. And who is taking it? Mind, individual I. And this I thought not only is the consistent presence in the changing costumes of a body, but also every thought is a role. With the thought of your father, you are a son. With the thought of your son, you are a father. With the thought of your husband, you are a wife. With the thought of your mother, you are a daughter. With the thought of a profession, you are engineer, accountant, doctor, painter, artist, as the thought is. So each thought is a role. I thought, actor. But no thought can be the actor. Like we saw it before. Aham pratyaya gochara, that which is meaning of the word I, for whom the word I is a costume. Please, in this revelation, you are not breaking your brain to understand somebody, yourself. As even under heaps of clothes, you are naked. Under thousands of roles, you are the Supreme Consciousness. I is a name, a word, a thought. Who you are is not a name. Fundamentally, basically, the nameless being. Aham pratyaya gochara, that which is meaning of the word I, the actor. Yet you can't call it an actor, because in the absence of the roles, what is this? Please see. To be aware of that at all times, all places, in all conditions, playing through thousands of different roles throughout the day and life. You remain unperturbed, unaffected, unchanged, unchallenged. That is the beauty of this tradition, which helps you to know who you are and not brand you with another name, religion, culture, tradition, thought, idea of some kind. That is what you see within yourself. I have told you the story of Mahmud of Ghazni and the Prime Minister. He selected a person, elderly gentleman, as the Prime Minister of the country. Remember the story. Just don't enjoy a story. It's beautiful. But again and again think over it. Because it is just a messenger. The message eternal. You can change the story. If you are tired of a story, you can change the story. Change it from Mahmud of Ghazni to your local president or prime minister. Appoint somebody. And that somebody, the prime minister, because he was fresh new to the court, other courtiers are jealous. So they were carrying the tales to the king. Your new prime minister is a corrupt fellow, stealing all your jewels. The king had to listen. The king can't refuse to listen, but he has to verify. He doesn't have to believe. So he follows the prime minister one day after the court is over, and he discovers true, this man is going to a lonely palace. Gets into the palace, and the king now looks through the keyhole. What he sees, he was impressed. This man brings about an old bamboo basket carrying which he had come to the court. He brings it out, removes his prime ministerial robes. King was already apprehensive. Maybe he will take out the jewels now. No, there was no such thing. He removed the prime ministerial regal robes, opened the basket, bamboo basket, and from within the bamboo basket he removes his villager's ordinary rags or clothes. Then talks to himself, remember, this is what you are, the man from the village. You are enjoying these regal robes as a favor from the king. When the king withdraws the favor, go back there. Now which king shall be angry? He was impressed. Oh my God. Such an honest prime minister. Same thing all of us you have to do in life. Every morning, the moment you wake up, give up all your clothes, your body, your sense organs, your thoughts, the roles of million kinds that you have picked up in life. And what you shall see below is not the rags of a poor man, but resplendent, glorious dress of existence, immortality you are. At this moment, you are enjoying this mortal body in this vast changing universe with the grace of God. When the body comes to an end, the roles are played out, the screen falls, the body goes, you are with yourself, the absolute consciousness. This is meditation. And it's not something hypnotization, positive thinking. It's a fact to be discovered, seen in yourself. Every moment you are playing the role. One who learns to play the role remains unaffected by the situations in life because all the situations are associated with the roles. If you say you have a headache, because you have a head, what else can you have? In head you can't have a backache. Think. If you have the hunger, because you have a stomach. Please. Even if you have a responsibility somewhere, certain burdens will come with it. But the moment I know I am playing the role, you leave it where it belongs. Until you carry it onto yourself, it is not a load. A burden is not a burden until it is dragged. A stone is lying peacefully on the road. If you pick it up, it becomes a load. If you don't pick it up, it's just a stone. Whenever you drag the responsibility, that this is my responsibility, it becomes a load. If you know this has to be played out, I happen to find myself with this role. So body is not a burden. Living is also not a burden. Living is a glorious celebration because changeless I am, Shivoham, Shivoham. For some time, I find myself with the changes, the Sava, in the cremation ground of the universe. As when Shiva dances in the cremation ground, dance your way through. Live your life out, which whatever the role comes on the way. Beautiful verses. Tathaiva brahmavit sreshtaha sada brahmaiva na aparaha. Brahmavit sadaiva sreshtaha. Always he is the ultimate, the absolute. Na aparaha. Never identifies with another dress or a role. Nobody asks you to escape the roles. Nobody asks you to run away from the roles. The scriptures, the teacher do not ask you to deny the role. Learn to play the role. To play the role effectively, you must be yourself as you are. And in the role playing, there is no big or small. One day to Akbar, and Akbar was in a very jolly mood. He was asking a question to Birwal, the smart minister in his court. He was asking him. In Hindu tradition, there is a story that there was an elephant was caught by the crocodile. And when he prayed, Vishnu himself sent the chakra. He's a god, he has so many, subordinates. Why did he have to himself go and interfere? Why couldn't he send somebody? True. Birwal said, Maharaj, give me a few days. I will answer your question. Then he goes and talks to the servant who minds the grandson of Akbar and tells him, make a mannequin just looking like the grandson, dress him up, royally, and when me and king will be going down, when I give you a signal, what do? You fall down and throw the baby into the pond, into the garden pond. Okay? So one day Birwal and Akbar going, and this man is taking that, and suddenly at the signal, he fell down and starts crying out and throws the baby into the pond. But Akbar doesn't know he is throwing. He thought the baby is falling down. He fell down, so he is falling. The baby is falling into the pond. Akbar jumps into the pond. When Akbar jumps into the pond, immediately, of course, Birwal runs and picks him up and says, Maharaj, you have so many servants. How come you are jumping in to pick up that baby? He said, what are you talking? He said, what are you talking about, Vishnu? He got the answer. A king can play the role of a grandfather. No problem. But if the grandfather becomes king, there will be a problem. Understand? A universal role can come into a functional role. But when a functional role is overtaken by the universal role, everybody is in danger. The prime minister can be a father. But if the father is a prime minister, immediate family will be the only beneficial. That is where dictatorship destroys the country. Leadership completely takes away. Very nicely, Warren Buffett, the second richest man in the world, how beautifully writes. He gave some $25 billion to Bill Gates Foundation to charity. When he was asked, what is your view on inheritance? You know what did he say? Leave behind for the next generation enough to start something, never enough to do nothing. What a great statement. Leave behind enough to start something. Never enough to do nothing. Because if you have made the money for them and gone, what will they do? That is where the people say, my children are useless. Why? Because they have no purpose. If your only and ultimate purpose of life is to make money and leave it for your son or grandson, now that fool will know he has already fulfilled the purpose through you. So why should he work? So you are the first one responsible for destroying that whomsoever you say idiot or foolish or stupid. Please. A king can be a grandfather. But if the grandfather becomes king, others will be discriminated. Brahman is body. Brahman, the absolute, is the thought, sansargan. But if you say body is the truth, your whole life is a mess up. I, body. I, sense organ. I, thoughts. I, the content of I thought. No problem. But if anything becomes I, you shall be suffocated by the rules. There is a difference between your playing the role and the role overtaking you. That is why when you are overtaken by the roles, understand, when you are overtaken by the roles, that is where you feel intolerant to step down. Like some people get into a position, I am the king, I am the prime minister. Thereafter, they will stick to it to their life, because the moment they get out of that, they are nobody. If a position gives you power, if the position gives you substance, you are totally inconsequential, absolutely a person with no substance. But when you are a person with substance, and the posts drop out, you still walk with your majesty, because absolute, changeless, happy, freedom I am. That is why every morning, without fail, before you start your day, remember first who you are before you engage yourself in any activity. That is why I told you, remember your first speech. Every day when you wake up, your first thought, catch it. Your first word for the day. Are you conscious? Please understand. Unconscious role playing throws you into confusion. Where a situation overtakes. Only when you are overtaken, suddenly you wake up, oh, yo. No. You must be conscious, please. And when you thus play this role, we have seen this elaborately, when you see this role, thereafter, the role will come to an end. And the most important role is, for whose sake, in relation to which every other roles are roles, like your physical body. Your body is the most, just think of it. If you look at it, your body is the primary one, role-playing wise. Even the thought is subtle, long before the thoughts overtake your life, already body has started. That is why, with the physical body, dehoham iti buddhi, sahaja tadatmya. In Sanskrit, that language is very nice. Sahaja tadatmya. Sahaja tadatmya means janmana sahajayate. With the birth it comes. With the birth, I am the body. You play, you smile, you respond to a name. Think. Come here, body comes. Go there, body goes. Do this, body does. Therefore, that sahaja tadatmya, very effortless identity with the body is complete. That is why when other things you lose, you have not lost much. When your body is threatened, you are finished. That is why capital punishment is ultimate punishment. After that what? When your body is gone, after that what? First we'll kill you, then we shall take your house. You can't do anything you like. After that, how do I? That is why when the man is dead, all the cases are, pending cases are finished. Over. The guy is dead, what is there? Whom are you going to punish? Because he has got the ultimate punishment. He is out. So when this body plays itself out, prarabdha karma bhogadeva kshayam. By bhoga, you lose it out. That is why you can be the wonderful person, wiser than the wisest. But your body can go through exceptional problems. Karma vyadi. certain diseases. You don't smoke, you don't drink, but you get cancer. You don't do anything wrong, but something somewhere happens. Your body has to go. Anyway, when the body goes, what happens to you? This is what happens. Sadatmani brahmani tishtato munehe purnadvayanandamaya sada. Sada purna advaya ananda atmana tishtatah. Sada, all times, all places, all conditions. Sarvasu avasthasu, sarveshu desheshu, sarveshu kaleshu. In all places, all times, in all conditions, one who is continuously, constantly reveling within himself, for such a person, Brahmani tishtataha munehe, this contemplative master, existing, dwelling eternally in himself, sada ananda atmana, eternally, I am the bliss. With this awareness, one who is alive every moment, nadesa kala di uchita pratiksha tvangmansa vitpinda visarjanaya. Tvak mamsa vit pinda visarjanaya, visarjana, to give up this body, which is nothing but skin, bone, flesh, dirt, facets and urine, to give up this bundle of flesh, bone, dirt. There is no waiting for Deshakala Uchida Pratiksha, the right time, the right place, right moment. In an auspicious moment, I must die. When do you give up something which is already given up? Think for yourself. When do you give up something which is already given up? What is the question of giving it up? Why? If it is yours, you can give it up. Is it yours? File a case in the court. You will have a heavy judgment. Very difficult judgment. Who is the owner of this body? File a case in court. You will see terrible thing. Who is the owner of this body? Father will say, I have contributed. Mine. That is a before 17, you cannot do, take your own independent decision. Mother will say, I am the one, 9 months I held in the stomach, in the womb. Mine. The father and mother fighting. When you grow up, your cow is giving you milk. So cow can also mew, moves. My milk, my body. Whereas he has given also. The cow has the contribution. The persons who have taken care, our body, we have taken care. You grew up, you married, husband's body, wife's, it belongs to me. Now you take up a job between 8 to 5, company body. You can't stay, you can't keep your body wherever you want without the permission of the company. For 9 hours, it's your body. But to go to take your body where you want to take, you must take prior permission, or else you are not allowed. Company's body. Then the state claims, my body. So the state can conscript you. If you don't want to join the conscription, jailed, your body, but you can't do what you want. And you want to commit suicide? As in many things you have failed, in suicide, committing suicide also you fail. Jail. Because it's a national property, you are destroying. And the ultimate. The vulture is soaring high up in the sky, looking at you. Because he is mobile walking food packet. As long as you are vertical, he flies over you. The moment you are horizontal, he lands. Because that is his. So whose body is this now? This is people and big things. Millions of worms, they claim it is there. Every moment they are eating it up. Billions and trillions of cells and germs and virus continuously killing it away. Just think of it. Naturally, therefore, now whose it is? Does it belong to the cells? Does it belong to this man? Does it belong to that person? Whose it is? You understand how many claimants are there for this physical body? Just think of it. How many claimants are there for this physical body? And you say it is yours? Yours is a tiny whisper in this pandemonium of demands. Everybody says it is mine. You can't decide. So to give up this physical body which is already given up, Desha kala adi uchita apeksha is not. There is no waiting for time or place. If you say a story, oh, but some people wait for Uttarayana Punya Kala, that means they are not wise, they are otherwise. A timeless, understand, the timeless does not wait for a physical body which is timed to be given up in a particular time. Any time body can pass, because like the example of the tree. The tree is growing, the tree is existing, the mightiest tree, the largest tree existing. Millions of leaves continuously yellowing. When the breeze blows and the yellow leaves fall away, the tree does not worry as to where it falls. I am the tree of the creation. Aham vrukshasya reriva kirti prustham gireriva urdhvapavitra vajiniva samritamasmi dravinagam savarchasam samedha amrutokshitah iti trishankor vedanuvachanam. Trishanku. He says, what is was understanding? Aham vrukshasya reriva. Aham vrukshasya, samsara vrukshasya reriva palayita. I am the one who is protector of the samsara vruksha. What a mighty existence. From the standpoint of myself, the I, the absolute consciousness, all pervasive, I am the one who sustains this universe. In this tree of a universe, body is a fragile leaf. When it is yellowed and falls off, when it falls, where it falls, makes no difference to the wise man. He is grateful to the physical body. That is why Bhartruhari, nice, beautifully, in one of the sadakas, in the last moment when the wise person is dying, he is not crying, bring my son, I want to see my daughter-in-law, my grandson you bring now, where is my cow, my favorite cow, right? He is not crying for this. What he says? He thanks the creation. Mata Medini. O Mother Earth, thank you for giving me this element of earth in this body. Bhrata Agni. O brother fire, air, space, water. All of you contributed your share for my physical body to exist in this universe. Now that the purpose for which the body was built is fulfilled, I am with myself. I am going to be myself. You please take back what you had given. Can there be a better farewell speech? Where is this tradition? And then where is this after death syndrome? There is a heaven and a hell, somebody pushing you there. Oh God, 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 God. Now even if same breath to talk about it, it sounds so disgusting. Yet aggressive faith taking over. This is quiet. It's like the child in the house who is fighting, demanding, aggressive, gets all the attention. The child who is quiet, satisfied, contented, no more. Nobody looks up to him. This tradition makes you so peace-loving, so peaceful. Anybody comes anywhere. Just think of one group of this tradition who has gone around the world trying to convert or change people. Anywhere in the world. One group who was actively working, even in one spot. But you are supposed to allow everybody to come into your house. As what? Atithi Devo Bhava. Come in as a guest. And the person who comes in as a guest, of course, the person who was like the colonialist, those who are looking to do business and trade, they thought they are going to help you. They will tell that, but they help themselves and occupy the whole thing. Same with the religious merchants. The promise is they shall help you, but they always help themselves. A society is destroyed, a culture is finished. Please. There is a little write-up today in London. One man has written, you all must read it. I'll cut that piece and I'll bring, you can pick it up, give it to everybody. Very beautiful piece, very beautiful piece. Just a general principle. Anyway, so come to this. While playing through this role, it doesn't matter when the role ends, like acting in a drama. You know, the play is for 3 hours. You keep your uniform for 3 hours. Maybe certain in between, sometimes you have to change certain dresses, depending on an occasion. But you know the drama is for 3 hours. So you play your role. Happily play through the role. Sometimes hit, sometimes hitting. Different types of roles. Screen drops. Back in the green room, everybody is happy and relaxed. Pah, role is over. All of us are actors. You are not superior, I am not inferior. We played the role of a king and a prisoner. A master and a slave. But back in the green room, everybody is same. No caste system. No touchability, no untouchability. Is one absolute actor. So, one who, now this is the valedictory address to the student. And that is what he tells him. Hey, you have understood in so many verses, the teacher says, in so many verses, you have given out your wisdom. Very beautiful. Now on begins your lesson in life. This is how you must live according to your understanding. That is why the teacher, another name is Acharya. Acharya because Acharatiti Acharya. One who lives, follows, leaves the understanding that he shares. I can talk about happiness, most unhappy fellow. Can talk about fearlessness, always frightened. You live your life. Therefore, for you, death is a beautiful occasion. In fact, the best moment of life. Because of which your life is meaningful. Are you getting that point, please? Do you know when you enjoy a place? When you know in 2-3 days time you have to go away, quickly finish everything that you want to do, right? Suppose you are here for longest time, will you go and see everything? Never. That is why there are people in Puri, they have not seen Jagannath temple. There shall be people in Madurai, in Tiruvannamalai, they might not have seen this main temple. Why? Pola. Namba Urda, Nali Pola. Tomorrow will go. And that tomorrow never comes. There is a story in Puri temple like that. The people who supply mud pot for the prasadam to be cooked. One old lady, she was giving, every day she will go because the main temple, then left side there is cooking, that big pakasala, the temple kitchen. So he always goes to the few steps, then take a left turn to go to the kitchen. But never stops that, crosses that door to see the God. Nalagi, tomorrow we'll see. Tomorrow. He died without going into the temple. Why? Because we will see. Suppose you have to live for thousands of years. You shall be in no hurry to understand anything or live your life. Because it is few years span, death becomes a beautiful incentive to live life. Because it comes to an end. So let me finish the job for which I have come. And once you appreciate yourself, thereafter, enjoy the life. When in an official tour, you go to a country or a city, suppose a 3 days tour. First day, do you do sightseeing or the work? First day, you do your sightseeing. Work. For 10 o'clock, you have to go to the office. 9 o'clock, you are ready. Go. And you go to this man, go to that man, phone of this man, phone of that man. And suppose quick is finished. The job which supposed to take 3 days, in 3 hours you finished. How do you feel? Now you want to take up the job again? Come back. Hang around. See the whole place. Or if you feel like, I don't want to go anywhere, I'll sleep under the bed. You do anything you like. On the bed also not necessary. You do anything. I am under the bed. Why? I want to relax. Home I never get a chance to sleep under the bed. You can't do anything. Why? Job is over. When your job is over for this life, what is the greatest achievement? Being yourself. There is nothing. Atmalabharna param vidyate. There is no greater gain than the infinity. The knowledge of your own self as to who you are. Therefore, such a person, very beautifully, Nadesha kala dyuchita pratiksha tvangmansa vitpinna visarjanaya, to give up this body, because that is the last role to be given up. Long before body dies, understand how so many things have dropped out in your life. You are born as a child. You grow up. Then from that time you grow on picking up roles now. As a child, then you become young, you go to school going student, college going student, university student, job, marriage. As somewhere during that stage, father starts dying, mother starts dying. The son or daughter in you disappears. First role goes away. You get out of the school, get out of the college, the student role goes away. Now you are professor, employed. Managing director, you are a company officer. Somewhere in between father, mother goes, the child's role goes away. You are lucky, wife and husband continue. Not so lucky. Husband goes, wife is gone. Wife goes, husband's role drops out. Then you like it or not, 58, 60, 62. The professional role that you picked up, that also goes. Already childhood is gone, youth is gone, adult age is gone. Now entering into old age. See how it is dropping out. Your sense organs start losing their capacity. Yeah. Now you are deaf. You can't hear anything. What is this? Bifocal, this thick glass. People when look through the glass, they don't know there is eyes behind it. So that is given up. Slowly everything is given up. Tooth is gone. Everything is given up. Until, so long before your body, the last upadhi is given up, already every other roles are dropping out. And that body is not a problem, a role, none of the roles a problem, if you know the I who was playing these roles out. Even after understanding that about yourself, you are Jivan Mukta, living liberated. Living because body is breathing. Liberated because know yourself. Even that body also now goes. Videha mukta. You are liberated. And the body drops out. No more there is any something to invoke any limitation in yourself. Thus, bye-bye. Okay? Having told this, now he says, so this is liberation, being with yourself. Dehasya mokshano mokshyah nadandasya kamandalo avidya hrudaya granthi moksho moksho yatastatah dehasya mokshano mokshyah nadandasya kamandalo avidya hrudaya granthi moksho moksho yatastatah. So when thus the body is gone, you are with yourself. But long before the body falls, the body is already tat chidagnina dagdham brahmi bhutasya yatehe prageva chidagnina dagdham. Brahmi bhutasya yatehe, the person who striving, contemplating, one is aware of himself. By this chidagnina, the fire of awareness, knowledge, body is already burnt in the fire of knowledge. So long before the body falls, already one who is dying is dead. Because who is afraid of death? Is the body afraid of death? I am afraid. That I who was afraid is gone. Therefore, that day, that moment, when you understand yourself, that moment, body is no more frightening you. And such a one, long before the body goes away, when a person who finds it himself, that is moksha, that is liberation. Dehasya mokshana moksha. Death of the body is not liberation, then everybody will be liberated, no? I am the body is bondage. I am not the body is not freedom. Listen carefully. I say, I am talking. Of course, making noise. When I say, I am not talking, am I making noise or not noise? I am talking. I am not talking. When you say I am not talking, you are making a little more noise because one extra word is there, not NUT, not NUT. Nuts, right? No. Jokes apart. To be silent, is it necessary to say, I am not talking? To be yourself, is it necessary to say, I am not the body? That is why no words needed. So when you see yourself, that is moksha. Dehasya moksha na moksha. Body giving up is not liver. That is why people who commit suicide, please understand, people who commit suicide, they don't know what they are doing. Appreciate. I am tired of life. Who says that? Body? Who feels that? Body or the individuality? Individuality. So individuality really, when he wanting to commit suicide, kill himself, unconsciously he is really wanting to kill himself, the I, the ego, so that he can be free. But not knowing that the I must be understood, seen, he kills the body with which I identifies. That is why killing the body doesn't solve your problem. Even in suicide, there is an urge for the infinity. Because what you want really is death of the individuality, not the death of the body. But you don't know how to get out of the individuality. Therefore, you kill your body. I don't want to stay with this man. I don't want to stay with this woman. Who is saying that? Body? I can't manage this. So, who is the person who is making your life difficult? Other person? The death? The things? I can't take it because you don't know about yourself. I want to kill myself. Who is getting affected? I. So you want to kill the I. But not knowing how to kill the I, you destroy the body. When you destroy the body, you abuse your free will against yourself, suicide. When you think other people are destroying you and you kill them, that becomes murder. So abuse of free will against yourself, suicide. Abuse of your free will against others is murder. Both in the murder as well as suicide, the infinity, the urge for infinity expresses itself. The person who wants to remove the obstacle, but he doesn't understand he is the obstacle. He thinks other person is obstacle or body is obstacle. That is why poor things. You understand the beauty of this knowledge. Ishvara. When you don't know how to drive a car, do you teach little more to the car or to the driver? If you don't know how to deal with your body, your creation, your relationship, whom shall you teach? The individual. Instead of teaching him who he is, you are giving him a new role. Practice. Do this, do this, do this. Hey? What he does is not a problem. Who he is a problem. Are you getting that point? Because what he does is the reflection of who he is. So be yourself. That is why dehasya moksha na moksha. Giving of the body, that is not liberation. Na dandasya kamandaloho. Some orthodox people believe, go to the north and give up your danda kamandalu. Moksha. Giving up a husband, wife, samsara, tyaga. Samsara means husband, wife, family. That is not moksha. Then what is moksha? Giving up things, body or anything. That is not moksha. Avidya hrudaya granthi moksha moksha. Moksha is avidya hrudaya granthi moksha. Freeing yourself from the nut of the heart. Avidya hrudaya granthi, the hrudaya granthi. Hrut atma. Hrut, that is the Ayam Atma Rut Manah. Rut, when you say that. I am the body, this Hrudayam. What happens is, in this I am Atma, I, body, please see, how there is a granthi, the nut takes place there. That is why in the, traditionally, when somebody is studying this knowledge, come to get this knowledge, they are initiated to brahmachari. That time a thread is given. Anybody, that is why the caste system has no validity. Anybody who comes to study is given this. Why? Because, and a thread, 3 strands only, only 3. Avidya, kama, karma. This is known as Hrudaya Granthi. Avidya, kama, karma. Ignorance of one's own self triggers desire to return to the source. When this desire comes up, that triggers karma. and therefore karma phala. So these three things represented by three strands, and there is a nut. So you feel it. Hey, I am a brahmachari. Now my purpose is to get out of this avidya kama karma hrudaya granthi. You understand. Once you understand, straight away from brahmachari you can go to sannyas ashram. Cut that nut and go. You say, no, I want to grow to grihastha, then I will be. Put another 3. So you have got 6 strands. People who are married. Symbols. Anybody should do it. But unfortunately, the system has gone crazy. We'll talk about the system some other time. It's so beautiful. So, avidya kama karma is the hrudaya granthi. Because the ignorance of myself, not knowing who am I, it triggers the desire because you want to return to the source. It's just like this. Mala. Now it is moving. Why is it moving? Because it wants to come back to the center. Centripetal force, looking for the center. The moment it finds a center, it stays. The moment it's away from the center, it cannot accept it. You cannot accept anything less than agelessness, deathlessness, happiness, freedom. That is why nobody ever accepts aging. No old man will feel he is old. Why? You are ageless. No dying man will feel that he is dying. He can't believe that he will die because he is deathless. But doesn't know how to do it. Since you don't know how to do it, and you can't accept the aging and dying, there is a natural urge to return. It triggers desire. I want to be happy. Why? Does anybody teach you? Do you teach children? You must be happy always. You should look for good health. You should not die. Do you need to teach this? Everybody by natural urge. Everybody wants to be happy and live forever. That is yourself. So when you return there, so when you don't have it, that triggers a desire to be happy. So action is involved, karma phala. That is how your cycle goes. When you know yourself who you are, ignorance goes away. Now ignorance born, desire gone. Thereafter you desire, but no more backed by ignorance. That is why Bhagavan will say, Dharma viruddha bhuteshu kamosmi bharatarshava. Hey Arjuna, I am the desire in the heart of the person who dharma aviruddha bhuta, one who is in tune with the absolute. Can you believe that? So kama. Then karma. Naturally it doesn't affect you. Such a person, hrudaya granthi goes. You are free for yourself. That is moksha. You are with yourself. And therefore you are freely living with the body, freely living with the mind, freely living with the whole creation. Previously, because of ignorance, the world that appearing to be a trap, the body that appeared to be a trap, the mind that appeared to be a trap is suddenly your luxurious palace. The whole life is a sightseeing. And while going through a sightseeing, somewhere body shall drop. Where? Don't ask for time, place and situation. Suddenly it goes. And the wise man is restored where it drops, like the tree doesn't bother where the leaf falls. We shall see more of it tomorrow. Please close your eyes.